There's a number of ways of looking at charts in BetAngel. If we click on the name of the selection, it will bring up a Betfair chart, and wherever you see this little icon here, that will also bring up a Betfair chart. The problem you have with Betfair charts is that they're not streaming, they're snapshotted over a long period of time, but also they're compressed, so the information contained here is not equal to the time that it took to create the information here, so they're very misleading. So you also have advanced charting on BetAngel, and as the name suggests, it's a much better version of the charting full stop. You can see we've also got micro charts here. It is actually possible to create a little window of just micro charts, but that'll be covered on another video. But basically, by redesigning the screen, you can look at just micro charts if you wish. However, this icon here, and on the ladder you'll find it here, allows you to look at advanced charting, and as the name suggests, advanced charting does an awful lot more than any of the charting that you see conventionally. So if we click on the advanced charting, you can see here that it immediately brings up a much bigger screen, which you can resize and move around and sort of do whatever you wish. And before we go into redesigning this, because all of this is completely customizable, I'll just explain some of the features. So up here we have a price chart, down here we have a volume chart, and you can see the time at which information on this chart was recorded. But what you can also do on this chart is you can actually rewind and have a look at previous activity within the particular market, and if you're interested in a particular point, then you can zoom in on the chart to look at activity that occurred around a particular point. So you can see there's been some additional volume here, and the price has gone out, and volume was a bit lighter here, but there's a couple of volume spikes and so on. So with the advanced charting, you can zoom in and out and look at individual elements of the chart. We're going to pin this to the top here, but you can also flick between runners very quickly as well. If you have BetAngel pointed to the market, it will collect data all the time that it's on the market. But one thing that's unique to BetAngel as well is if you use Guardian, which is this G here, if you add a market to Guardian, which is our multi-market trading tool, it will continue to collect data on that even if you're not looking at that particular market. So if you go into BetAngel at the start of the day, preload it with all of the markets that you're interested in, when you arrive at that market, you'll be able to rewind and have a look at data that it's collected over the course of the day on that particular market, and then you can zoom in and out and look at particular points within the market. Very easy to switch runners, but also you can switch charts as well. So the whole idea of advanced charting is you create your own view of the market. You create what you want to see, how you want to see it, and then you can flick quickly backwards and forwards between each of the individual charts. And in the top left hand corner here, you can get it to sync automatically when you're going between events to the chart or the underlying selection within the market, or however you want to define that. You may want to mess around with those options to see how that works. But those are the overview of the chart screen, and as I mentioned at the start of this video, everything within this advanced chart is customizable, and to customize it you need to click on the chart settings editor, and when you click on that you bring up another window here. We'll just shrink that for the moment, which allows you to modify all of the characteristics, and that's what we'll do on the next video.